Okay, End of Watch is kind of a POV action thriller cop movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. It's very different in the fact that the cop is either, no, Jake Gyllenhaal is either holding a camera or has a little camera attached to him. And sometimes Michael Pena has one for a sequence where it's like, you're filming me, and you're filming me, so I'm filming you. And it's a very different sort of way of doing an action cop thriller, since a lot of it is done from a POV standpoint. And they are kind of in the Los Angeles area, where you've got a couple different rival gangs. So there ends up being a hit by one gang out of the other, with the cops trying to somewhat solve what's going on there, while at the same time also dealing with regular calls. The nice thing is, this felt like if you were to take Cops and turn it into a movie. So there are moments they're driving around the squad car, and occasionally it's like, oh, it's a domestic dispute, or it's, yeah, it's a check-in to see if somebody's here. You know, and it felt like there was a lot more of just, you're following cops around, with there being a slight narrative coming through it, dealing with essentially a relatively strong gang in the area. But it's not one of those, you know, we're going to follow this gang all the way through. So you get bits and pieces of what the gangs have been doing, but predominantly it's how the cops are responding to it. I also like how when they showed them doing paperwork, they actually showed them doing a lot more than just, it's not lethal weapon sort of cop. This is just almost like regular everyday sort of, you go out and you do this, you come home, you yelled at by your girlfriend for doing something, or you go out and you do this, you come back, you do paperwork. So, a pretty interesting sort of film. I liked the way that it was shot. I liked the way that it was acted. Everyone felt like actual people. They didn't really feel like actors. I think when they were doing the filming of this, I think someone actually mistook them for actually being cops, because the way they're portraying themselves, the way the squad car was done, the way they were trying to do some of the sequences and some of the talking. So, interesting sort of film. Not really a tremendous action film, and the thrill and dramatic aspects are done very well. I thought the casting was very good. Overall, a very, very solid film.